Hey everybody, you're watching We the Fandom, where we discuss comic books, pop culture, and the fandom experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more content. How's it going everybody? Jacob here at We the Fandom, and in today's video, I will be reviewing episode 4 of the Book of Boba Fett titled The Gathering Storm. So with the last episode showing us the death of the Tusken Raiders, I honestly thought we'd be done with the flashbacks, and that everything from here on out would be rooted in the present, but no. Now we get flashbacks to when Boba Fett found Fennec Shand, because apparently we needed that whole story. This was like watching a shorter version of Rogue One, in that just as I didn't need to know how the rebels got the Death Star plans, I didn't need to know all the things that happened when Boba Fett found Fennec Shand. But that's what the majority of this episode is about. Now I know there are a good number of people that actually enjoyed Rogue One. I myself actually enjoyed the Darth Vader scene at the end, but that's about it. So if you remember, Fennec Shand first appeared in Season 1 of The Mandalorian in the episode titled The Gunslinger, in which Din Djarin helped a new bounty hunter catch Fennec Shand. The bounty hunter shot her in the gut and left her for dead, after which she was approached by a shadowy figure. Then she appeared in Season 2 in the episode The Tragedy alongside Boba, where she revealed that she owed Boba a debt. So at that point, we knew that she owed him for saving her life. We saw that they already had the Slave One ship, and that they had tracked Din Djarin so that Boba could get his armor back. But even with all that, the writers decided to really draw out that backstory to fill the first 30 minutes of this episode. So when Boba had found her, he took her to a mod parlor, which is the kind of place where the Power Rangers, who Boba is calling mods, got their cybernetic enhancements. This seemed to be the best option for him at the time, in order to get her to a doctor, resulting in Fennec surviving, albeit with a robotic abdomen. He then asks her to pay off his debt by helping him get his ship back, which he sadly calls the Fire Spray Gunship, which is kind of like the name that Disney changed it to because apparently they think the Slave One name is too offensive or something like that, even though Boba Fett is a bounty hunter who killed people for a living. They manage to get the ship back without too much trouble, and Boba reveals that he wants to be a crime lord, and asks her to join him, and when she asks why he wants to give up hunting, he responds by telling her, and us the audience, that he's given up bounty hunting because he's tired of working for idiots, and that he thinks he can do better. Also citing the fact that his time with the Tuskens, which apparently was 5 years, has changed him. Though Fennec says that he's just gotten soft, in a way saying the thing that most fans have been thinking since the first episode, due to the massive changes to Boba's personality and function as a character. Which is something that even the Boba Fett actor Tamara Morrison himself has remarked on recently in an interview, stating that he asked the writers to cut some of his lines and have him wear the helmet more often because he thinks Boba Fett should be more mysterious. So the actor gets it, and this guy isn't even the original Boba Fett actor. He wasn't the guy wearing the helmet in the original trilogy, but he still understands that there's a certain status quo for Boba Fett that people want to see. We get to see the two of them fly the Slave One to the Sarlacc pit, and I'm just going to keep calling it Slave One. I think Fire Spray is boring. But where Boba initially looks inside of the Sarlacc for his armor, they end up blowing it up with a seismic charge when it attacks the ship. And what could have been a really cathartic moment seemed more like an afterthought in an episode full of stuff that we really didn't even need to see. After waking up from what I believe to be, this time, the final flashback, as a droid comes up and tells him that he's fully healed, he starts to prepare for war with the Pikes by gathering the local families and tries to convince them to join him in an alliance. While they don't agree to fight with him, they do agree to remain neutral, in part because they were frightened by his new Rancor, who was right underneath them. He had also hired Black Chrysanthemum, who he found tearing the arm off of a Trandoshan in a bar after he had been getting all pissed off and drunk, humiliated after getting captured by Boba Fett and his crew, and wanting to relive his glory days as a champion in the gladiatorial ring. So it looks like next week we'll get some action. I can't remember exactly how many episodes there were supposed to be, but I'm going to guess 6, which means this war with the Pikes will need to be resolved in the next 2 episodes. That being said, this episode really didn't even need to happen. Except for the part where Boba Fett hires Black Chrysanthemum, you could get away with not watching it. Though I almost forgot to mention, at the very end, just before the credits roll, Boba and Fennec talk about needing to hire some muscle for their war, and the theme for The Mandalorian plays. So I'm wondering if we'll get Din Djarin and maybe even Bo-Katan and the Night Owls in the next episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. I'll see you all next time.